Do I need? You need to tune it down. So I need a headset. Just give me one headset. Good afternoon, all. Can you hear me? Everybody can hear me. Okay, my name is Chuk Sechem, and I want to present today's workshop is going to be on AI workshop for energy executives and professionals. So basically, what we want to introduce to you today is some of us are already conversant with AI, what it is. We want to show you the practically how you can actually use AI to improve your work efficiency. Okay, in ways. Now, the next first slide, please. Okay. So basically, it's going to be in two parts. It's going to be part one and part two. Part one is going to be just a basic introduction of AI, and then part two, we're going to have a hands-on practicals on it, so you can have a basic understanding of what you can actually achieve with AI. So the first is going to talk about what AI is and why AI matters for energy. We are concentrating on the energy because these are oil and gas show, energy show. So we are assuming that everybody here is in energy workspace, and we're going to learn how we can actually use AI to improve our efficiency within that energy workspace. All right. Is this okay? Okay. Sorry. So basically, we all have been having a hearing AI all about on what it is. To some, it might look very big, very complex, but actually, it's actually a simple thing. AI refers to the simulation of human intelligence processes, like analyzing data, recognizing patterns, or making decisions by machines or computer systems with minimal to no human intervention. That is basically what it is. So you look at it, simulate. You want to simulate human intelligence. You want to create something that makes human intelligence. Okay, through pattern recognition, through data analysis. You know, to make certain decisions that actually will improve our work scope. That is basically what AI is. So simply put, AI is when machines learn, reason, and make decisions just like humans, but faster. So that is where the world is trying to get to. We are not there yet. No, we have some right now. We're talking about we are going beyond AI. We're not talking about AGI, artificial general intelligence, where the machine can be smarter than humans in terms of able to reason. You know, they are not able to get there, but actually getting there very fast. So it means that a robot can actually be created and act and work like a human being, reason together and interactively like a human will reason. Okay, so that is the end point of where the AI technology is heading to. So we're looking at key AI technologies. Now, in terms of AI is a broad scope. So, but under it, you have machine learning, where the AI learns data from to make day-to-day decisions. You have your natural language processing (NLP), understanding text and speech, and communicating with software like Siri and Alexa. General computer vision, where AI interprets images and understands the world visually, like self-driving cars. And then you have the generative AI, where new content like text, images, and videos are created. You know, the amazing thing is that some composers know that when you say that AI is actually taking people out, something like as complex or as unique as composing a song. Now you can actually sit down and compose a song and render it and produce a song in your room with just a laptop. Songs that used to be complex, people go to studios and spend days and months trying to compose a song and produce it. You can actually do that in seconds inside your own room. That is that is the kind of technology we are looking about. And of course, we have the AI for every day where we actually be using AI. Some of us actually be using AI without actually knowing the entities. But day-to-day productivity. So I'm just trying to give us a general understanding of what this AI stuff is all about. Now, coming to energy, why is AI, or why AI matters for energy? It's all about revolutionizing industries, and energy is no exception. So the cost of delivering AI to customers is driving energy demand like never before. So you have your work cases where you have your predictive maintenance and failure detection, where you have energy optimization and operational efficiency, smart energy consumption, innovation, renewable energy integration, carbon capture, autonomous operations, advanced data analysis. Name it, what you can think of. Everything is just being synchronized, okay, via AI. Okay. So basically, I just want to rush through. So what we have is for practical, hands-on practical. So let's look at the part one, and let's get practical about this. So you have your system, computer system, in your presence. It may not go right enough, but two people can share together with it. So we just want to introduce a general introduction to what the AI can do. Now, there's something we need to understand. We want to talk about this AI stuff. Okay, the first is that you're going to work in. Let's say that you have a project or an assignment in your office. Okay, so we are saying that the context we won't have now is that you are working on next year's strategy for your company and need to generate insights on industry trends. Your company are giving you an assignment, we need to look at the next year's strategy and we need to generate insights on industry trends. So we know that the AI powered tools like ChatGPT can help us to analyze data, summarize reports, and generate strategic recommendations to support decision making. So the first assignment you're going to have is that you're going to use a Gen AI chatbot. When we talk about Gen AI chatbot, you're talking about the ChatGPT, Google Gemini, Claude AI, the Chinese version of the AI, which is DeepSeek. Okay, so you have a system now. You open up to ChatGPT, which probably is open on your system right now. So what you're going to do? You're going to tell it something. Well, we're going to use a chatbot to practice input the right prompt for better insights. The keyword here is the right prompt. Is the keyword right prompt. I'm going to explain that. The second one is that we're going to use a generative video model to see what is possible with AI. Okay, so you can have any kind of imagination in your mind, in your mindset. All you need to do is to write it down and then pass it through AI to generate exactly what you think of, what you can think of. The beyond is talking about beyond the realm of possibilities. All right. So the first is that prompt engineering, like I said, is what matters. For you to get the best out of your AI, you need to understand what is prompt engineering. Okay? And prompt engineering refers to the practice of crafting clear, specific, and structural prompts to guide AI in generating more accurate and useful responses. Computer systems, we know is data in, data out, garbage out. Now, the clearer you craft your prompts, the better answers you get from AI. So one of these things we're going to learn, one of the games we're going to learn today is how to be creative in your prompts, and I understand how prompt engineering will actually help you to get better data. So now let's get to the practical. So open your ChatGPT or Gemini and type or type this. What are the top 3 trends shaping the energy industry in Nigeria next year? And how should companies prepare for them? Okay, so that is the first prompt. You can just type into the ChatGPT prompt. What are the top 3 trends shaping the energy industry in Nigeria next year? And how should companies prepare for them? So when you type it, you press enter and you want to see the answer that the ChatGPT is going to give to you. Okay. So you can write down. They have a system and you just type it in sharply. If I'm going to use that word. What are the top 3 trends shaping the energy industry in Nigeria next year? And how should companies prepare for them? Okay. So if you're there, just click. Once you type it in, just click on ChatGPT or Gemini, whatever you want, and you get the answer. So let's see what the output is. So this is what's going to give you. Whatever it's going to give you. Okay. Sorry, let me go back. So these are a sample of what you expect is going to give you. It's going to give you an answer. So when it gives you that answer, that is the first one. That's the first part. You now go to the second part. Whatever answer it gives you, do this. I hope my list is working. Oh, okay. Sorry. Let me go back. Okay. Now we are going to refine your prompt. You sent in the first prompt and it gave you an answer. So now refine your prompt and experiment any of these. One, can tell it to summarize and export this as a PowerPoint slide, or tell it to we have an international partners that would like to share this info. Can you translate this into Mandarin? You can type it here. Translate into Mandarin. Translate whatever it's into Mandarin. See what it gives you. Or you say, I'd like to present this as SAIPEC this year. Can you format this as a Q&A session? All right? Or tell him we are an energy services company and are considering entering the Nigerian renewable energy market. Can you generate a competitive landscape analysis and market entry strategy for us? So any of these, just type into the ChatGPT and see what it does to you. Because remember, it's an intelligent system. So it follows up from your whatever you're getting to. You just keep on doing that. It's an intelligent system. Tell it to translate it or do anything and see what it does to you. You'll be amazed at what it's doing. Okay? You can understand. But we're just trying to let you know that when they talk about AI, the main thing is about your prompt engineering. There's a full course right now, a full professional course called prompt engineering. Ability to interact with your AI to get better, clearer, and concise answers. So it's actually a skill. So your prompt can be as short as a single sentence. Your prompt can actually be as long as 10 pages of entry. So the bigger and larger your prompt, the clearer your answers are. Okay. So if you have done any of this, then let's go to the next one. Now let's try something cool using generative AI video model. Okay. So now in your prompt, you say, I'm putting together a presentation on trends shaping the energy industry in Nigeria. Can you create a video that usually illustrates these key developments? The video should include a cutting-edge natural gas processing plant, showing pipeline efficiently transporting gas from the Kaduna-Kano pipeline, highlighting Nigeria's gas infrastructure boom. So this prompt, you are telling now to, I don't want text as an answer, but I want video. And so you can be able to do that. Charles, you go, Charles. So on the ChatGPT prompt, you see Sora.com. Sora. Yes, you click on Sora so you can type that prompt into it. If you go to the ChatGPT by the left-hand side, you see Sora. So as Sora, there are a lot of video models. Sora is one of them. So when you click on that, it's ChatGPT. If you're using Gemini, you can just type this prompt directly. And Gemini will use a video model so that to be able to generate that for you. A view 8. But if you're using ChatGPT, you go to Sora. But this is something, you're going to see something based on the prompts you give to. You can generate video models, so you can generate music, you can generate song outputs, you can generate visual audio output for you. Okay? So that tells you what the AI is translating to. It goes beyond the ordinary or everyday things. You can actually use this to improve your output efficiency by 1,000%. 1,000% is actually on a very low scale. You can do the impossible with AI. Impossible. So I want to talk about the impossible. I'm not talking about something that is unrealistic, but something that no matter the industry you are in, no matter where you are working, there is something AI can do. So something you can use AI to make you develop faster. Faster. Okay? So just try and type this and see what it develops. For some of you that are religious type, you can try. You can copy a verse from the Bible, Ezekiel chapter 3, talking about the cherubim and seraphim, the celestial. You can extract the verse from the Bible and say, look, using this verse from the Bible, develop this image for me. I want to see the celestial and how it is. And type it in, and you're going to generate, all those things you see in TikTok. I think that is exactly what they use to generate those things. Okay. All this before this used to be very expensive technology where all the videographers and whatever can use to generate films. Nice. But now you can actually do that for a comfortable system. So have you done that? Have you seen it? Have you generated the video? Okay. You generated the video. So just type in this prompt. I'm going to see that video generation. All right. Of course, you can do that using your tab, you can do that using your laptop, you can do that using your whatever, your phone. You can do that using your phone. So it doesn't really matter. If you have a ChatGPT or Gemini subscription, you can do that using anything, any guys. So let's proceed. So we have not understood that the AI is a strategic tool for innovation. Can use it to enhance decision making and stay competitive, and different tools work for different use cases. Now let's go to the second part of this. Okay, you can actually use AI to develop a predictive maintenance failure. We're going to show a sample of this here. Many of us are heard of what is called vibe coding. How many of you heard coding? Okay. So they are saying software engineers are going to go out of place. People are afraid because why? Even someone that never coded in life can actually code now using AI. Call it vibe coding. But what they don't understand is that software engineering still goes a lot. There's still a lot of things to do when you are talking about coding. So it's not only about generating codes. There are a lot of other things to do, by the way. But what I'm trying to tell you now is that let me give you a sample of how you can use an AI to develop predictive and maintenance analysis for your system industry. I don't know why you're working, but it's just a sample. The context we want to show is that your company is experiencing an unexpected equipment failure in offshore drilling operations. Predictive and maintenance using AI can help predict failures early and allow you to take decisions to prevent costly downtime. So we're going to run a predictive AI model to analyze sensor data and identify which equipment is at high risk of failure. All right? So you have a sensor data, the AI will use it to analyze it, and then show us which equipment, based on data with data analysis, that have a high risk of failure. We're going to use a Gen AI chatbot to generate a maintenance plan for dealing with the at-risk equipment. Okay. So you will need a Google account. You have a Google account. Charles, you're going to open up that, copy and paste into that. So we're going to open a Gemini. You're going to copy and paste this into our Google workspace, the Google workspace. He's going to help you do that. He's going to copy this. But if you can type it into your Google, just open on Google page, and then type this into Google. This is a Colab. This is a Google Colab. Okay, that normally is for vibe coding. This thing is written in Python. Now I'm telling you, when I talk about vibe coding, many of you may not have heard of Python language or Python whatever, but it doesn't matter because you can actually code in Python using AI if you've never coded in your life before. So what you are doing now is that something that was coded in Python to run a predictive maintenance, to analyze data feeds and output which sensors are likely to fail based on our data. And this is done. So you don't need to be a computer scientist, you don't need to be a software engineer to have done this. All you need to do is understand, have the background, have this, the Google account, Gemini, Colab, and then run it. So by the time you're using prompt engineering, by the time you develop this into prompt engineering, the AI is actually wrote this program in Python and ran it, and it gave out these results. So he's going to copy and paste it to the Google, and he's going to drop it. So you're going to see this operate in Python, and then we're going to click run. And so what we've done was that we fed it data, simulated data from our sensors, and then wrote a Python program to tell it to using these sensors to simulate and tell us based on this data we have which equipments are likely to fail, which ones are okay, and which ones are about to fail. So using this data, we can actually now point at the sensors that we need to replace immediately without failure. So that means that you can actually use this not just as a preventive maintenance, okay, but as a reliable maintenance, so that we can, before something fails, we are removing it. Okay, from that data. So it's going to help us to code it that you see that, and they will run it and will tell you what it has done. So, but I just giving you an insight of the realms of possibilities with AI. So you don't need to be a machine expert. There is a different aspect of AI called machine learning. Okay, so that's basically what this is doing. So when you're talking about this, when you're hearing about machine learning, talking about augmentative realities, they may seem complex, but when you have an introduction to them, you find out that they are actually not very complex. You can actually achieve in your day-to-day life if you understand the basics, have the tools to achieve it, and it will actually make it very, 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 very entertaining for you. So when you get home, just try this. Delve into it, and that maybe, just maybe, it might trigger your interest in AI fully. So when people are talking about AI, just know that they are not complex, they are just everyday things that we are used to. All you need to do is to have an account, and then you can do a lot of things. Okay. So if you have done that, you just put it in Google, then run it, and then if you run that down on this thing, so it's gonna simulate this, telling you the machine ID. So these are the data we fed into it, the machine ID, the temperature, the pressure, and the vibration data. We fed into the AI stuff, and it will now use this data based on what you told it to do and how you want it to output it. You now run this data, and then it will give us something. Sorry. Has it gone off? Okay. What's happening? I need that slide. That slide has that's distance. Okay, but I don't know if have you run it in your system? Okay, so it's not showing up here. I don't want to show you the sample of water, but you can see that system exactly. So if you have a system, you're going to see data that are red means that the sensors are failed. The ones in amber are the ones that give you a warning that they might fail, and the ones in green tells you the data that are still okay. All right. So that is what you can actually achieve with the AI. Okay. And then the last one is, don't worry, let's take it to the last one. So want to play a game. Okay, so want to play a game. Many of us may have heard of this, you don't know that. But what you want to do is that we want to teach you more about prompt engineering. So you're going to play a game. So if you have your system, so I'll just take it to the game. I don't know. Just, oh. Gandalf. Just take it to that game page, eh? So we're going to play a game. I think there's a prize for this. I don't know. Can you hear me? Okay, there's a prize for this game. So we need to, please, just click that game. Just you go to your website and type www.gandalf, GANDALF.com. I don't know what is wrong with the game, Gandalf. GANDALF.com. Now, this game is about prompt engineering. Telling you how to, the idea of this game is a game where the computer have been given a secret password. Your job is to get that password out of the system. Force the computer to give you that password. That's your job. So there are different levels, level 1 to level 5. So the higher the level, the harder it is to get that password for a system. So the idea is that, but you can get that password from it, but you need to know how to coin your prompt to deceive the system to release the data for you. That is the idea. So it tells you how you can it helps you develop your prompt skills, prompt engineering skills, computer prompting skills. So you learn that, look, there are different ways that I can actually use to deceive a system to release a secret to me. That's what we're trying to explain here. So level 1, you play the game on level 1. Once it releases the password for you, go to level 2, go to level 3, go to level 4. Because of time factor, we're going to do only level 1. If you can get that password on level 1, that means that at least you've won. You can go to level 2 and you can get that, wonderful. So that is the game I'm going to play. So we're just trying to introduce you to what? The prompt engineering. Okay, that's it, yeah. Outsmarting the AI. Okay. So the Gandalf challenge. So you just type that. Have you got to that place? If you have got to that place, just try and see whether I can beat the system. So that's the game. If you have used your phone, you can actually scan your QR code there and then play that game. So this will help you to sharpen your skills or deepen your interest in pursuing prompt engineering. lighten it up, and you can actually learn a lot. So if you have your system here, just try and play the game level 1. Once you break that code, don't let us know so you can take your name. And that means you have a prize from us. It means that you are now on your way to becoming a hacker, a computer hacker. Okay. So that's on that note. I want to end this presentation and open to any questions if you have any. Thank you very much. So you can play the game, or if you have any question, you have a question, you can. You are level 2 already. Oh wow! Can you take his name, please? He has gotten past level 1. You have level 2. Please, any other I got to level 2, take their names too. So I got to see. Go play the level 2. He got to level 1, so you're level 2. Great. Beautiful. 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 Level 2. So let's see who goes to level 3. That is where that will not crown you the champion of the champions. If you go to level 2, you just crown the champion of the champion. Because the higher the level, the more difficult it becomes. In fact, if you get to level 2, double prize. Double prize for you. So while you're playing the game, if you require any clarification or question, we are free to answer that.